Scotties Trees Rock campaign gives your kids a chance to learn about trees, come up with a creative way to express that, and potentially win some really great prizes for their school. And here's Janet Prensky to explain a little bit more about it. Janet, it is awesome to have you on the show. How are you?
I am well. Thank you for having me.
So we have a lot of really cool stuff to talk about, but I'm proud of us because you're a diehard Boston fan. I'm a New York fan, and we've mended fences already. We're going to work together.
We are a symbol of what could be,
we are
but
hope.
Isn't normally.
Right, exactly. We're hope for future generations.
That's right.
All right, speaking of future generations and, hope and promise and really cool stuff,
Yep.
You guys are doing a really awesome initiative, the
Yep.
Scotties Trees Rock video contest. What's it all about?
Well, basically, Scotties is a paper company, obviously. We use trees. So we decided, because our brand promise has always been, for every tree we use, we plant 3, that we wanted to sort of spread this message of the fabulousness of trees throughout the country. Our parent company, J.D. Irving, has actually planted 850 million trees in North America. So we are truly all about trees, but we wanted to bring it to young people. So we created this Trees Rock concept, which is twofold. It's a curriculum, which you can download at scottiestreesrock.com, and it's also a contest, as you mentioned, whereby kids in grades 3, 4, and 5 create a video about, well, why trees rock. And create is the key word, because we get a lot of entries and you got to sort of stand out, and we invite the people of South Florida to do just that. Be creative. A skit, a rap, I don't care what you do, but do something that's a little different so you catch our eye. Because out of the hundreds of entries, we picked 12.
Right. This is even tougher than American Idol voting.
Oh, you have no idea. This is nip and tuck. It's nail biting.
Are you watching like 2 seconds of it and then you're going, nah, move on?
No, move on. Nah,
right.
No good, no good.
And some
no, we watch them all.
In Kansas is crying.
We watch them all from the beginning to the end. But it is hard. If you pick 12, because, it is kids and they're also endearing.
Yeah.
So out of all of these videos, we choose the finalists and then we post the videos. And you bring up American Idol, and it is it's a popularity vote. So you might be thinking, I'm from a small town. I'm obviously never going to win. Well, let me tell you something. Last year, which was our first year, we had finalists from big cities, Houston and Chicago. The winner was from Lone Oak, Texas. Obviously not a lot of trees. Lone Oak. Population 600. But this shows you that there's no such thing as being too small in this contest, because through the world of social media and savvy marketing, getting the friends and family out there and your schoolmates and your principals, and you can win even if you're a teeny little town.
So, but this has nothing to do with Ryan Seacrest, though, right? That's the main difference.
Ryan is invited to enter, but no, it doesn't have anything to do with it.
The guy hosts everything else.
True.
So whether it was something you saw last year or something you've already seen this year, what are some of the coolest videos that you've seen?
We've had some stunning videos. I mean, initially you thought, what are we going to get out of 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders? It's going to be somewhat rudimentary. Well, times have changed. You've got Vine videos, which all the kids are doing. They get video.
Right.
And some of it was quite sophisticated. It involved cartoon. It involved illustration, on top, and some was all chyron. People might not understand chyron, words on screen and mouthing. I mean, it was just fascinating what some people put together. We had a lot of songs and skits involving families and classmates. And by the way, you can win as a single person, a single kid, or you can win as a group. So I wouldn't be surprised if classes put one together this year. That's a new wrinkle we've added this year, is the group contest.
Kids are obviously very impressionable by what they see in the media with their favorite celebs. Is twerking going to be allowed this year?
We are open to twerking at
You
Scotties.
are?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, we're open to anything. Just have fun. And that would catch our attention, I'll tell you that. Although I don't know how your school would feel about that.
Or
so
your parents.
Maybe you should think twice. Or your parents.
Maybe not twerk.
And by the way, if you are chosen and you do win, twerking or not, you do win $10,000 for your school, which is kind of a cool thing, and you'd be like a hero. And the school uses that money, we hope, for a sustainable project, maybe a new playground, maybe some new technology for the school, something that gels with our mission as well, and it's pretty exciting.
Did I read this right, that you guys are also going to have a concert event at the winter school?
A rock concert will come to your school, probably a local rock band. It's all about rocks and trees. So we'll have that. So it'll be a true school gift. It's not just about the student necessarily, it's about being a hero for everybody around you, your fellow students and your school itself.
Do you find that kids have decent awareness about the importance of trees?
No.
Right.
And I'm glad you asked that question, because often we get, really, do you need to be doing this? Everyone knows what a tree is. Everybody gets it. Don't take that for granted. Last year we did countless tree plantings in urban communities, and I have had a kid or two come up to me and say, I had no idea that fruit grew on trees. I thought it grew in the supermarket. That's when you knew, boy, again, don't take it for granted. This is true education that we're doing. Kids don't know a lot, and we're trying to pull them away from the video screens. We're trying to pull them away from the TVs, because I'll tell you, we've all sat in a classroom or seen classes where the eyes glaze over. Nobody's listening.
Right.
I watch those tree plantings. These kids are riveted. There is passion. Everybody wants to dig. Everybody wants to plant. Everybody wants to learn. It's almost an outdoor classroom that we put on. And I think kids have learned quite a bit, and I think it will carry on through generations.
Well, you know, as you're telling me that story, I'm just thinking back when I was a kid in school, and it was always more fun to go out and, you know, play with nature or do something in the lab, like, you know, like sort of a hands-on thing.
Absolutely.
So it's got to be pretty neat for these
Absolutely.
kids.
That is, I think they say that, you know, there are studies that say that is how learning really sticks, is the doing part. You learn by doing. And I think this curriculum has helped kids truly learn what a tree is, because they can touch and feel it.
So what would you want to tell kids who are watching now, or parents who are watching now, that are thinking about doing this? How do they do it? Why should they do it?
It's really very basic. ScottiesTreesRock.com gives you the hows and the whys and the wheres. But basically it is taking your iPhone or your video camera and getting out there, being creative, using a little, you know, adding some of the things you've learned at school about why trees are important, but then adding some humor, adding your personality, and trying. You know what? As I say, do you think that young girl, Sarah Shreve, last year from Lone Oak, Texas, thought she was going to win? I don't think so. But she won. Anyone can win. I think it's worth a shot.
Do you think she really was from Lone Oak, or did she just think that was a cool name and it would get your attention?
Well,
maybe
normally I would have gone with that, but
Yeah.
I've been to Lone Oak because I planted a tree, and I know it exists, and she was from there.
Maybe
You're
like
a smart aleck, aren't you?
Single Elm will win this year, or something like that. All right, hit us the website one more time.
ScottiesTreesRock.com.
ScottiesTreesRock.com.
Can't forget it.
Janet, you're awesome. Even if
Thank
you are
you.
a Bostonian.
Sorry.
Yeah. Congrats
Not
on
my fault.
all your great sports teams.
Thank you very
It was
much.
so great to talk to you, and good luck with the event here.
Thanks for
All right,
having me.
thank
It was
you.
fun.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Janet. When we come back, there's a new drink in town, all natural, totally delicious, and perfect for mixing at all those holiday parties. We'll pour you a glass next.